What's up, guys? Ricardo the Barber here. I was going through my old hard drive and I found a lot of videos I haven't put out. They are cuts I've done before, and I figure why not put them out because it's better quality. Now I'm just gonna do a quick blowout here, and on top he's getting a number two. So I do have a 2 guard with Speedos, which is your it's actually your 0 guard. Now start with the trimmers in the back. Open your blade up, make a nice half blade, come up about an inch. Now this guard here is basically your number 1. It's a 0-0 guard. Speedos run a little smaller, so I'm basically coming up and blending downwards to meet that half guard that I had earlier. Now I got the bare clippers, and I'm gonna go from the half to the 0, which was a trimmer guideline. So I'm blending down. It's gonna be the same thing with the sides. And you're gonna blend down until you see it's a nice smooth transition. So here you get a better view. Everything blend together pretty well, so keep going over it as much as you can, and then you can do the shape up. So I usually start from the bottom, work my way up, and I come around the ears, make sure it's nice and clean, and whenever I need to, I always flip the actual trimmer and use the back side of it to clean up the rest of the hairs right here. So that works very well. So the back is pretty much taken care of. Here I'm going to put a nice line of demarcation right there with the front side of the trimmer, and I'm going to clean up to it, so this way it's a little easier, saves you a couple seconds. Now I'm just coming around the ear, clean it up as good as I can, and you don't have to do this now, you could always do it later, but I did it now just cause. And again, I filmed this video in the beginning of 2013. I don't know why I never put it out, but if you can watch this cut on a different head, same cut on a different person, you might see something that helps you out. So here I got an open blade, and I'm making the line from the top of the ear to the temple area. Now I'm putting on my 0-0, and I got an open blade I started with, and I'm inching forward. Each time I'm coming down, and I'm slowly taking hair away till it has a nice transition. All right, so you see me using the corner of the blade sometimes, because sometimes you need to. And once I feel this is good, and I'm done adjusting and blending, I take it off. Back to my half blade. I knock it down just a little bit as far as the lever. I close it just a hair, and a little bit each time. Now me, I probably go to 5 different positions when I'm going from the half blade to the 0. 5 different adjustments, and then once I'm done, I kind of clean up everything by doing a little bit here, a little bit there, and you'll see me basically trying to make the best blend I can make just by going over it as much as I need to. So now you'll see me clean this up, and then I'll do the next side, which is not on the video because there's really no need to do both sides. But my next video I'm going to record is on Monday. Today is Thursday the 9th, or the 8th, sorry. And I'm going to be recording a number 5 on top to a number 2 with a tapered back. Now, I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of recommendations for that haircut. I think because it's maybe, a basic haircut that people haven't mastered. I don't know, but I am going to put it out because I've been bugged quite a few times from different people too, which is kind of weird. But that should be done on Monday, and I'll probably have that video out probably in like a week. So here I have my electric shaver, and I'm going to come up to that 0 line I did earlier, my first guideline that I added in, and I'm going to make sure everything's nice and clean. So, now that both sides are done, I'm going to start with the shape up, and I like to work from the middle towards the ends, okay, towards the outside, the left and right parts of the front line. So, I go from the middle to the right, do the square coming down, touch it up for what I see is pretty straight, and then you could work your way to the other side. And again, I did this video I think once before, but I don't think the quality was as good as this. So again, this is a haircut I've done. It's just I figured I'd put it out this way, if somebody could see it better and see it on a different person. A haircut's going to vary depending who it's on, how good it looks. You could do your best job on one guy and it won't look good just because of the person's hair, And this guy has very good hair. This is my cousin, Michael. Very good client of mine. One of my favorite men right here. So, good dude. But you see, if you have good people, you always try to take care of them, try to do the best you can do. So here I'm going over as much as I need. This way, when he leaves, he feels good, Plus I got a camera in the way, so I kind of have to do little by little. So now you see that the line is pretty straight, nice and clean. And I'm just going to touch up the sides very lightly, and you can tell these trimmers, they're set perfectly. I wish I still had them. But you can tell, they're cutting very, very good. They're not leaving any red marks, and they're taking the small hairs even off of his face. So, set your trimmers right, set your clippers right, and you won't have to worry about that later on, scarring up clients and digging in people's heads, especially kids. Gotta be careful with the kids. So you see that's pretty much all done up, and I'm gonna do this side, and then I'll go over it real quick with the razor, and you pretty much have a finished cut. So, basically here on out, it's just cleaning it up. But hopefully you guys, maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. I think by now, you guys have a pretty good idea of how I do most of my haircuts and the steps that I take. And I got a lot of feedback on Instagram. Ricardo the Barber is my my Instagram name, so you guys can hit me up on there. I'm always posting stuff on haircuts and family stuff. It's not all business on there. I do a lot of personal stuff too. So you guys feel free to hit me up. I got a couple videos on there that kind of cool to watch. And as you can see, this guy's haircut is pretty much a wrap. Everything's looking nice and clean. You can see all the little hairs coming off. That's pretty much it. So, I'll try to have another movie out within the next couple weeks. And again, I'll stay on track of doing a video every month. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you can. That helps me out. And I'll see you guys next time. All right? Peace.